Hello, everyone, and welcome to the FPL Shrews Game Week 8 preview with a guest. What? I know we've come 8 weeks
Shocked.
and we finally brought in a guest. Would you like to introduce yourself, special guest?
Yeah. So, hello, I'm Callum, and I'm part of the league, which it's called like a me league or something.
Sorry, can we get I don't go by first names. We only go by FPL names here, so you need to be more.
FPL.
Yeah,
Sorry.
what's your FPL name?
Bow and arrow.
Because realistically, nobody cares what your actual name is, mate. They just want your FPL
Oh,
name.
yeah, true. Bow and arrow.
FPL Bow and Arrow, and you got
Yeah.
FPL Sneaky Golem piping up in the corner over there.
What a
You
great
may
name.
notice that we are on Discord. There are a few reasons for that. One is so that we can include our guest in this show. The other is that I am now in Argentina. I have escaped the cold wetness of England, and I'm in the hot suns for the next month and a half. So you may get a lot more Discord videos coming out, which some people might like. Most people probably will not like.
I won't like it because I
But
miss both of you. It's really sad. You're lonely over here. Yeah, I know.
there we go. Let's see. You even covered off my area where I normally sit with
Yeah,
the green
it was
screen.
it was
Now
like you know how they put like a
got-
blanket over the dead body. That's the kind of vibe I was going
yeah.
for.
Oh, all right. But we are here to discuss all things Game Week 8. A bit of a it's been a while really. We've had a bit of an international break in between. I haven't really missed FPL. I can't lie. After getting shafted for the past few weeks, it's been a nice little break here. What about you, Callum? Have you enjoyed the break off, or are you ready to get back into the action?
Both. I'm glad it's over because I think if it was an extra week, there could be some injuries, and so far I've been okay.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's back.
I don't
Yeah.
actually know what
Happy.
you would have done last weekend, Callum, since the football wasn't on. Probably just sat there. Wondered what to do.
Just sat in a dark room for the weekend, just waiting for it to come around again.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about you, Luke? Are you looking forward to
I
another?
can't lie, I'm just
another
having a
week?
good time. FPL Sneaky Golem is thriving right now. I'm looking forward to it, actually. I'm looking forward to seeing how your wildcard is going to fare up against my tried and
Yes, true.
tested
There is
team.
there is a silver lining in this in FPL comeback, and it is that I get to finally activate my wild card. So, as 100 and odd of you have seen before, you will have seen what my wild card looks like. So hopefully it's the start of a new trajectory for my team, and I don't consistently get beaten by Luke. Is the aim. All right, but we do have some interesting fixtures coming up. So as always, we're going to start with our game to watch. So we will look at I'll read out the Premier League fixtures for this weekend, and you can both give me some games to look out for. Last time we did this, me and Luke both said games that weren't televised, so you had to be at the match to watch them. Um,
Get your tickets,
and
hashtag
I think
sponsor.
yeah, yeah. But hopefully we'll have a bit of a change today. Sorry, this weekend. I currently am seeing all the matches in Argentinian time. So I'm gonna go for what I assume is the English time for these matches, and if I'm wrong, might need to be corrected. But there's no Friday games today. We are straight in on the Saturday. So to start off on the early game is Forest versus Chelsea. Then the 3 o'clock games, we have Brighton, Newcastle, Burnley, Leeds, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Man City, Everton, and Sunderland versus Wolves. And then to finish off Saturday, we have Fulham playing against Arsenal. And then if we move over to Sunday, we only have 2 games because we also have a game on Monday. We have Spurs versus Villa at what I can only assume is 2 o'clock. I've got 10 o'clock on my phone, so I'm assuming it's 2. And Liverpool Man United play at 6:30, 4:30, at 4:30, and then finishing off this game week 8 is West Ham versus Brentford. Now we might have spotted that someone in this Discord I'm sure. So there may be a bit of bias going on in these games to watch. But we will start off with the man himself, Callum. What game are you looking forward to this week?
in an FPL sense, I would say the Bournemouth Palace game is going to be a very good game
Okay,
for me
I think
for an
that's
FPL sense.
I think that's a very good game.
However, I would say the game to watch for a non FPL player would be Liverpool, of course, Liverpool United.
I can agree.
The thing I will,
You think Man United are going to give up a bit of a fight against Liverpool?
uh, it depends. I don't see it. I don't see it. I see Liverpool winning that game comfortably, to be honest.
Yeah.
The thing I will say is on Sunday, I've got no players playing in FPL, so the
Same.
main Saturday and Monday will be my days. So
That's when you're most looking for. Yeah, I see what you mean.
yeah,
That Crystal Palace Bournemouth game is such a shout for it because I think as well, as much as like loads of people have like at least a defender and midfielder in both of those teams. I think even looking at the actual game itself, like Crystal Palace are the only unbeaten team in the Premier League at the moment. No, they got beaten
they
last
were
week.
yeah.
But they're on really good form. Bournemouth as well are looking amazing. So that game could go either way really. So I think that's a good one.
Yeah, I see that the game will either be a really good game or it'll just be a very nil-nil game. I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm
yeah.
hoping it's the goals option, because I've got an
Why
emulator.
Yeah.
why would we hope for anything else other than the goals option?
Yeah. So yeah.
Exactly. What about you, Luke? What are
Can
you
you
looking
say
forward
yours
to?
first? Because I actually genuinely, I don't actually have one I would watch, and I can't think of anything funny to say instead of in place of a game. So can you can you go for next, please?
Well, I know that I've received a bit of hate in the last video for keeping a certain Fulham defender in my team for a while, um, by the name of Joachim Andersen. Now, I this will be the final time I talk about his defensive stats, but a game I'm not going to go for a game to watch. I'm going to go for a game not to watch because I think a 0-0 Arsenal Fulham game in that 5:30 slot on Saturday. I think Fulham show their defensive
What is
prowess.
going on?
They hold Arsenal to 0 goals.
That game's got 1-0 Gabriel header written on over it.
I really hope it. I really hope it's not. I really hope it's not.
Um, so yeah, I can't lie. I think I would also have to back a Crystal Palace Bournemouth. But yeah, a Fulham Arsenal 0-0 is what I've got on the cards on my end. Go on then, Luke. What funny,
Okay, I
insightful
have.
things you have to tell?
It's not funny. It is more insightful than it is funny. I've noticed that we have a a previously known as the championship fixture now, or what would be classed as championship royalty fixtures being held in the Premier League between Burnley and Leeds, and I would love
That is true.
to see Burnley get absolutely dogged by Leeds because A, I want Leeds to stay up, and B, Burnley deserve it because nobody likes their play style apart from that one player I gassed up, Jaden Anthony.
Jaden Anthony.
He might score, but Leeds have the dog in them. It's going to be a 3-1 Leeds. Might even place a bet on that one.
Yeah, it will be a good it's a shock he's placed in another bet.
I'm not making myself sound very good in these previews.
Every week you go, what have to place a bet on that one?
Hey, I'm currently 40 quid profit, so we'll take it.
Yeah, because I told you who would score.
Don't
a
gamble
goal.
at home, guys. It's not safe and it's very addictive. Don't do it.
Oh, all right. Well, moving on then. Let's look at some differentials for this week. Minte, unfortunately for me, in game week 7, did not do anything. But as we all know, the curse of my differential pick is they return the week after I suggest them. So, Minte owners, congratulations for that goal and assist. Great work. Luke, I've forgotten who your differential was last week, but I don't think
I
they did
didn't.
much
I
either.
actually looking at the fixtures that played. I don't think they did anything either. So I think you.
Okay.
No, it was Isidore against United.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
who
was,
did
and
do
and New Sunderland let me down against the out of form United team, which that was bad.
Perfect. All right. Well, I'm gonna flip it right back to you then, Luke. Give me your differential pick for this week.
Now, my differential pick, I did actually screenshot just in case I had a last minute blunder. Okay, so I've left it late for this one, so it's gonna be the Monday kickoff, and it's gonna be Diouf.
Oh,
Diop.
I think that's the first defender pick we've had on the differential show so far.
3.7% owned. Part of a team with Nuno. Nuno's known for having a good defense. He's had 2 weeks to cook on his tactics with this West Ham defense against Brentford at home, and plus he's very. I think he's got the most attacking contributions of any defender in the league. So
Yeah, he does.
I've got the most. So that's locked in 5 points minimum. And thanks, Callum, for the
The,
confirmation.
the affirmation from the West Ham side of the corner
Yeah.
there about
Yeah, he does.
I would say that is a very, very good choice.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I would say he, out of like, because we've had a bad season, we signed him this season. I would say he's been the one of the few positives of this season is him.
No need to make it emotional. Wow, that's kind of deep.
No, so I think you've made a good choice.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
All right, what about you then, Callum? Are we gonna see another West? We can't have two West
Clean
Ham
sweep.
surely.
Paqueta.
So the thing I would say is I have two names, but I'm going to give you like I would lock in one basically.
Okay.
So one of them is Somerville, West Ham, left wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However,
Let's go.
it does start, and I will say is I can see him getting a goal or an assist this game. However, that's not the one I'm locking in. I would say it was a game which actually Luke mentioned. It was the championship game. It was Leeds.
Burnley.
Was it Leeds Burnley?
Leeds Burnley
game. I would say Okafor.
I've seen it. He's doing. I rate this.
What's his pick?
I've seen him doing a bit. He's doing a bit of a. He's doing a few things in that Leeds team.
Yeah, Okafor is below 1% owned.
Damn, that's a ball knowledge pick right there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't get an extra 2 points for going for less than 1% owned. You get the extra 1 though because he's less than 5%.
Ollie, we've discussed this after the video. We're going to revise this system you've made. We're overthrowing your system.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, I'm still losing on it regardless of what happens.
Very true.
I think I'm right in saying, of course, I haven't got the stats in front of me, but I'm pretty sure Okafor's got like 2 goals in the last 3 games. I think.
Let's get the producer in and just see what the real stats are.
He did.
That's fine. I'm just on the call with him right now. Anyway, tell me why else for Okafor whilst we search it up.
I think Burnley's defense is not the best as well.
I think it's dead. I think I saw yesterday. It's dead last on like XG conceded, and it's not even close. I think there's at least like a 0.3 or 4, like between 19th and 20th, them being 20th. I don't know who's 19th or 18th, but they're last.
Yeah, because I think Okafor plays off the left. Of course, that's where Kyle Walker is, but I haven't really seen much Kyle Walker.
That's a reason to pick him.
Yeah, I don't think he's the same as he was at Man City like a few years ago.
Here we go. Okay, I've just got word from our producer. They've been in the lab searching up this man.
Yeah.
In the last 3 games, he has 2 goals and putting in pretty consistent minutes as well. So he's not a 90-minute man, but he's getting at least 70, 72 minutes per game. So yeah, I do not hate that either. That's a good pick there. Right, so I'm gonna round it off with my differential pick. Someone I thought at least one of you two would have said, and that's gonna be Anthony Gordon. He is, if I remember
my wild card
correctly,
pick.
he is, I think 3.2%. 3.2% selected. Yeah, not as high. No, sorry, he's 2.5% selected. Even Kieran Trippier is selected higher than him, or has a higher ownership than him, which is kind of crazy.
That is criminal.
Playing a Brighton team that you don't look at Brighton and go, that's a defense I want to have part of any shares in. And on penalties until he gets subbed off, you know what? Even if he doesn't score, I just think he's going to get an assist for Waltermard. So that's kind of where I'm hoping it'll end up going.
Thing is, do you think he will still be on penalties after that Waltermard penalty.
It's a win-win realistically. Either he takes a penalty and I finally get a differential win, or he doesn't, and my wildcard team looks a lot better when Voldemort scores
Okay.
it.
Can he go 008, ladies and gentlemen?
I do still think he's on penalties though, because
Yeah.
we yet to really see any. It's not like he's missed a load in the last few games or anything like that. So I think until Automat has more presence in the team, I think we'll see Gordon on penalties at least the next month or two, I reckon.
Yeah.
I like it.
So yeah, we will keep an eye on all those picks and see if anyone's in it. If anyone's comes in, we'll also keep an eye on Minte as well. I'm sure it'll pop up.
I've already placed a bet on him. I've had that locked in for the past 2
There
weeks.
we go. All right, and to finish off this Game Week 8 preview, let's have some final thoughts, captaincy. I have a feeling we might all have the same captain going in this week, but Callum, captaincy, any sort of benching dilemmas you've got going on or anything like that?
Well, my only bench issue was with Grealish. I've got Grealish in my team, but he can't play this week. But I think he's, even if he could play against Man City, I would bench him anyway.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky matchup, isn't it?
I would say captaincy wise, I think, because I've got Haaland in my team, I think I can't. The way Haaland's scoring goals, I don't think you can go for anybody else. If you have Haaland in your team, you go Haaland.
Just you wait.
Exactly. An Everton defense that is quite good, but it's still like you look at what he's doing at the moment. There's just no reason to go back against him.
The thing I would say is, if I didn't have Haaland, I would be going Jared Bowen for captain this week.
The differential
captain. Against
that would be my differerential captain. Yeah.
Not even João Pedro.
No, because I don't think he's in the last 3 games. Hasn't he blanked? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't even want to reason why. I think in the 2 out of those 3 games, there was an early red card for that Chelsea team anyway. So
yeah, the red cards, but exactly. But I think as a captain, you want someone who has been scoring.
True, very true.
Exactly. Yeah. What about you, Luke? Any benching headaches?
Yes. I mean, it's my slight headache is in the form of Virgil van Dijk. Will they actually, after his? I've literally seen memes of his defending all over my For You page. I'm so happy I put him on my bench last game week. But do I do it to him again and bench him for his sins and play? So I'd have to play. I'd probably bring in Timber. And then that means I'd have to either bench Senesi against Crystal Palace or Munoz against Bournemouth. So that's a slight headache. And then
you got to bench Munoz surely there. Like the man generally got a good pull last week.
Bro, he literally had a whole acre of land on that right side of the pitch for that goal. I don't think that'll happen again. So you could be right. And my second headache is who was it? Oh, it was I might have to bench Njai. And I feel like I've formed some form of like marriage between him and me. The amount of times he's saved me in game weeks, so it would feel like a full on like Shakespeare betrayal if I was to bench him, and it would just be my karma that he scores a penalty against Man City as well. So I'm a bit scared. I'm a bit scared of this game week, Ollie.
That's fair. You say you plan on captaining Haaland as well?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any benching headaches at the moment because I've got my wild card to make. But like Enzo Fernandez with his knee injuries, not looking good. I think tomorrow I'm just gonna lock in the lab and just spend a good 4 hours analyzing my team. Unemployed activities going on.
Are you waiting to see what FBL Harry says before you lock anything in?
Oh
wow! All the people that watched got to the point in Luke slandering my team. I would just make it on record. I did show Luke the FPL team, the wildcard team I'd make before FPL Harry's video came out, and it's not my fault that great minds think alike and that we both had the same team. But for anyone that believed Luke's slander of me, it is wrong, and I've been incorrectly accused of things I did not commit.
I'm so happy that video did that well. I'm so happy. It's so good.
Like it's just you abusing people, and then it just gets 100 views. Oh, dear.
Good fun.
All right. Well, I think that is everything for our Game Week 8 preview. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you, Callum, for joining us, taking time out of your day to come and speak some facts and give some differentials as well. I'm sure we'll have you on at another point this season as well, which would be lovely.
As long as he doesn't
And
gloat too
yeah,
much. Won't be able to, won't be able to
yeah.
stop
no,
If
him.
you
He's
start
glowing.
teasing us too much, crack on.
literally, I'm waiting for the lineups for the Leeds game and seeing Okafor not starting. That's literally what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
So
It
that's
won't
what's
be
going to
the
happen.
first time a differential's not started, so don't worry
Definitely
about
not.
it. But yes, we will see you all in a bit.
See you. Bye
Bye.
bye.